Good evening. I'm Angela Reams Brown, President of the East Baton Rouge Federation of Teachers and Support Workers. And I'd like to take a moment this evening to speak with my members and potential members about an ongoing issue that's happening here in East Baton Rouge Parish. This afternoon, many of you had an opportunity to witness a press conference put on by LAE. In that conference, they said that they were the only union that cared about kids and that were trying to do something to help stop the spread of COVID. I'm here to tell you that that is not true. We have met with the superintendent and spoke with him about the reasons COVID cases are going up and what it is we can do together, collectively, to help that stop happening. When we made the decision not to participate in the sick out on tomorrow, we had to look at several different issues to make sure that all of our members would be represented. First, let's talk about our teachers and support workers who at this point don't have any sick days left because of maybe they've had COVID and they've had to utilize their days. Maybe a family member had COVID and they had to take off. So for those individuals to guarantee to take off a day for a day of action with no guarantee that a positive outcome will come from this action is a bit much to ask. Secondly, let's look at our parents. We have parents that have to go to work and depend on the schoolhouse as a place to send their kids to ensure that they're in a safe environment. Many of these parents work on jobs that don't afford them sick leave or even vacation time. So if they're missing work, they're also missing their pay. We need to make sure that when we make decisions, we take both of these individual groups into consideration. Next, what about the employees that are not teachers, such as our crossing guards and our clerks and our bus drivers? If we go to total virtual, what are those individuals going to do to earn a paycheck? They're not a part of the actual teaching of a child, and so how will they earn their pay? The district has already said that in the past, when we went virtual, that several different groups of individuals had nothing to do with the teaching of our students, but they were paid anyway. They're making it clear that this will not happen again. So I need to ensure that those individuals who are not a part of the direct teaching of a student also have an opportunity to earn a paycheck. Now, let's look at what caused the academic deficit that currently exists with our boys and girls. It is COVID. It is a disruption of the teaching process. And so why would we want to do anything to add to that? We want to ensure that our boys and girls are not only safe, but in an environment that dictates that they are able to learn. If you speak with anyone, they will tell you face-to-face teaching is the best way for our boys and girls to learn. We're not saying that there is no problem with COVID. There is a problem. We're not saying that it's not widespread amongst our students and our teachers and staff. It is. But what we are saying is we want to work with the superintendent and his staff to find other ways of solving these problems without shutting down the schoolhouse. In our meeting on Monday at 5:30, we talked about possibly asking the school board to increase the 5 COVID days that have already been granted to 10 COVID days. The superintendent assured us that if we could get a board member to put it on the agenda, it is something that they can vote on. We're also asking to make sure that we maintain testing. If you watch TV and look at across the United States, tests are actually in decline. Testing is in decline because a lot of places can't find tests. We are fortunate enough to have a partnership with a group that is willing to come into our schools on a weekly basis and test not only our students, but our our teachers and our staff. As parents, we need to make sure that all of our boys and girls are tested. So we're asking our staff to do that. Talk with your parents if you have kids in your class that are not participating in testing and encourage the parents to do that. We also don't have all of our employees vaccinated. It is imperative that all of our employees get vaccinated. It's also important that we talk to our parents about making sure that the boys and girls that are of the age to get vaccinated be vaccinated. We feel like if we put these measures in place, then we will have a better chance of making sure that the number of COVID cases continue to decline as opposed to increase. So as the president of the East Baton Rouge Federation of Teachers, I'm asking all of our members to report to work on Wednesday. Those of you that are viewing this and are not members, we're asking you to do the same. It is important that we stand together and show our parents and our community that we put our boys and girls first. Thank you.